I remember going around stealing people pizza at Chuck E. Cheese. Because people used to walk away from the table.
You was stealing people's pizza, bro. No.
I wasn't a good young boy. I said that.
No. See, I thought you was going to say you was selling their tickets.
Oh, no, I always took people cups. Because the people used to put the tickets in the cups, sit there.
Man, you was a problem. You was a problem.
Last time, my guy.
I feel like intro is your part.
What?
Yeah, we still got to find an intro that works for you.
You know which one works for me.
Yeah, but we can't say it here. Once again, we can't say it here.
Welcome to Dumb Ducks. Another episode.
What's this? Episode 4? Yeah, episode 4.
Yeah, episode 4.
Today's, today's episode 4.
Episode 4.
We got a fun one today.
All right, tell them what we up to. Go ahead.
Going down memory lane.
Yeah, make you feel old. Show your age.
90 kids. Stuff that we did growing up.
We can't talk about everything we did growing up.
I know, but the fun parts. I mean, the
user-friendly fun parts.
Yeah. So you want to start off? Once again, we got a little list over here. So we're looking over here. It's because we're going off the list.
Yeah, don't think that we're drifting off into thought. And the spaces is screen right here.
Oh, I mean, if you see me looking up, I'm just drifted off.
You can't help it.
I'm going to try today to keep my legs from moving as much.
Don't worry. These go up. Y'all gonna notice.
Yeah.
So, just before we go on topic, just to
you started shaking.
Just to reiterate back on the comment bro made, we talked about last time, as far as fashion stuff. As you see, it's warmer outside, bro. His fit is different.
Yeah.
It's warmer outside. I don't care. It ain't hot enough for me not to be in a hoodie.
Well, I'm always hot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always hot. No, I'm not saying I am hot. I'm gorgeous, but I'm always hot.
He gonna get so many comments from these videos. Again, by all means, go for it. You might gotta talk to the wife first, but go for it. Go have at him. But don't send me nothing.
The wife is gonna be happy.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Go for it.
But this topic is not about.
Yeah, that's not what we're talking about. We're gonna just drift off again. I was just saying about the hoodie stuff.
I mean, we do have a recommendation that we should talk about relationships. So that probably be
I thought we had like 3 recommendations to talk about relationships.
But that's going to be like a multi-topic, multi-part, have different guests come in, have their point of views on the relationships and if they want to talk about their relationships. Yeah. So let's get into it. The curfews.
Let's talk about curfews. So,
I felt like growing up, though, it was one of those, once you're outside, you had to stay outside. There's no in and out the house. There's no...
Are you letting out my air? Yeah, that was the most famous statement. You letting out my air when it was hot outside and the air wasn't a family. You letting bugs in the house. Yeah. The street light curfew.
Oh no, look at the street light. Yo, where you going? Hi, Miss Johnson.
How you doing, baby? Honey, that guy's running across the street again.
He know his ass ain't supposed to be coming home past that street light.
Mom, I was trying to come back, but
Shut your ass up.
why did your slipper in your hand and not on your foot?
Come here, I'm gonna show you why. Come here. No.
You better don't let the street light hit the street before you in this house. I think a lot of people went to the street.
With me growing up, it was a street light, but I didn't need to go inside the house. I just needed to be on the block.
So, yeah, with me, curfew was different depending on who I was with. Like my grandfather, I got kicked off the block all the time. We all did. I was a young boy going down Center City, kind of urgency with bikes and everything. I kicked off the block all the time. You're getting on my nerves. Go. What? Go somewhere. What? There's bikes in the yard. Cool. So what crazy? Never got asked where we went.
Huh?
Only time we got asked if something happened. All right, what happened? Where was y'all at? What was you doing?
Growing up that way, can you allow your oldest to go out like this? Like right now, like
I don't know the way stuff is now. You know, my oldest got a temper. Like I love her. She's very nice. She's sweet, amazing, smart. But as far as when you piss her off, you seen it. She got a little temper on her. So it's one of those. Nah, because I'm gonna probably have to pick her up from jail. I can't just let her have free reign like that. Not even the fact that she don't want to. She prefer to hang out at the house. She prefer to come over here.
Right.
She not really want to be out. She don't like people.
but that's something that I don't really see anymore. The massive groups of bikes and stuff
Mhm.
like that growing up.
You see it randomly, but
Yeah.
how often it was when we were younger, I don't see it like that no more.
I mean, driving around on a bike, that's the where you could tell where everybody was at
Mm-hmm.
because there was a pile of bikes in front of that certain house.
Yeah, all right. All right. Look, there, Justin Craig, go over there. What? All the
Mhm.
bikes out front, go over there.
Yeah, but my oldest right now, he's real friendly and all, but like once you cross his line, he has a what's that word called? Like social meter. Like once you reach that social meter, like
Mhm.
he's like, all right, I don't want to do this no more.
Yeah. And he ain't not lying. Nephew is really cool, chill, fun to be around, even as an adult. Nephew cool to talk to. Nephew is chill, but if you pick once he gets to that point, it's like, nah. He'll give you a warning. At least it's not like it's not no cool. You can see it in his face. As long as you've been around him, you can see it in his face. Like, yeah, no.
Yeah, he wants to separate.
You can see it in his face. It's like, yeah, no. That's why I always let nephew come to me first. I do it all the time.
Yeah. But going out, that's also block parties. That's
I'm not gonna lie. I loved block parties, especially because when summertime, I know it's different now. For some reason it became not a very common thing, but summertime what we say, like especially like July,
yeah.
it was hard to get around North Philly because it was block
Block
parties
parties everywhere. I remember my pop always being mad because the hydro pumps be open.
Oh yeah, I used to love.
I was like, "Yo, I just washed my car."
I was one of those kids that I was one of those kids that always like my family called it the block.
Mhm.
So it's like, all right, we're going down the hut. What? Going down the block. All right, cool. If we knew it was warm outside, you had that what I say either Lehigh to like 6th Street to check and see if there was cars at the bottom block. If it was, you knew you had to park on the pavement, block park's going.
Yeah.
You never, it was just a random thing. My grandfather used to block the block off just for the heck of it. I've seen on your parents' block.
Yeah.
Like it was such a common thing. And then
It was a common thing to be the block captain. You know what I mean?
oh yeah,
It was a big hype to be the block captain.
Well, you know me, I was the extra child. So even if I wanted to, like my grandfather, I remember told me one year I got down there. I don't remember why I went. It was like 9:00 when it was like June or something. He was like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about blocking the block off," and I had my Jeep. I parked it right at the bottom of the block, turned that John sideways, and look, block party started. It's a one-way block, and I'm at the beginning of it. Block party started.
I remember this is when I started to be allowed in the street. Remember? Yeah. Because remember, like there was a certain part of the age where it was like from this house or this pole, you wasn't allowed to pass.
Yeah, you can only
this.
go by this.
It's
certain-
like, yeah. You know, I remember like the hype of like, oh, we're allowed on the street. Oh man, like, yeah.
I mean, my mom used to tell me, "Oh, you can." So only time I was about like because I love, even though we're talking about this, it's bringing back a lot of memories, and a lot of them is really really good memories. But I'm thinking about it. I mean, I used to get in trouble. Like I remember I got suspended, expelled one and two. I remember and my punishment was to go down a block. Grandfather, it was and as a kid, I remember thinking this punishment. You see me there with all my cousins where we had block parties, the pump over. This is punishment.
So punish it for me. Like I could actually sit there and say they weren't really physical. It was more mental. like I can't remember what I did. I'm trying to remember right now. But I just remember I got in trouble and I came home to literally a mattress and like books on the room. My dresser was gone, my
Snatched
TV was
everything.
gone, everything was gone.
Snatched
And to this
everything.
day, I don't even know where she put everything, but everything got hid for a good couple days. And then my mom's punishments was, yeah, you're allowed to stand at the window to watch outside.
Watch everybody have fun.
Yeah,
You get to
but
see the fun, but you can't
can't-
partake.
nope.
Yeah, that sounds like something I would.
My dad's punishments was sit right here. Sit right here. And you know, growing up, like now basketball is entertainment, football is entertainment, baseball is entertainment. But growing up as a kid, you didn't want to sit right there, like
And just
right here,
sit there.
and just watch.
And you
the
couldn't go nowhere.
and you had to watch the baseball game with him.
Yeah.
Like that was my dad's and my punishments. Like there was a couple punishments, but majority of them were like you can't do nothing.
I mean, so let me see. Around this time, so we talking about back in the day. So around when I was younger, my punishment used to be like, all right, cool. You like all this stuff. We're gonna take all that out. I'll admit, as a child, as a young boy, my brain started processing like, I don't care. I was bad. I'll admit it. It was one of those, I don't care because you're not making sense. Because I used to get in trouble for stuff. I knew, like, I used to do stuff to get in trouble. Like, not stuff purposely get in trouble, but I got in trouble for it. But there was times I used to get in trouble for stuff. I'm like, yo, I know I didn't do nothing. Y'all think I didn't do nothing. So I don't care. Like, once it got to, like, I think like the fourth time me getting in trouble for something I know I didn't do just because it made sense and it looked like I did it, I don't care no more. But I don't. But I don't care. Oh, you can't. I'm going to sleep then. I don't care. Like, I don't care no more. It's done. No, but
Talking about going to sleep though. Back then, like time to go to sleep for school sucked. But now it's just like, yeah, I need to be in bed because my body's like
my body not for this
Nope.
whole, like, I used to be able to stay up for like 2 days, no problem. Wide awake, moving. I just one time, I don't remember, I think I was like 16, 17, I think. I'm not sure exact age. I stayed out the house for 24 hours straight. Like just for it. Just literally with that point. I'm just not going home. But I'm just stay out for 24 hours. Now thinking about it, it's stressful.
I remember walking from what was that, Margaret Orthodox, all the way down to the mills. Well, not to the mills, the gallery. Just a group of us just chilling, walking, talking. Now go to the corner store, like my back hurt.
Yeah, I'm about to say, wait. So I went to high school. The first one that I got before I got kicked out. The first high school I went to is all up there on a red line on the boulevard.
Right.
And my mom was in them lived all the way down there near F in the boulevard. That's a nice little walk. I used to do that all the time.
Yo, remember what?
All the
Talking
time.
about high school and stuff like that. You remember when SEPTA went on strike?
That's what I tried like 5 times, bro.
Man, this one was a couple days that they actually closed. My school was right there off of Race and Vine. And Spring Garden, like around there. It was Spring Garden, Broad and Spring Garden. There was that show on Broad and Spring Garden. From Broad and Spring Garden all the way to Lehigh, I walked. And it was not a problem.
Yeah, it didn't bother you. Now, if you think about it now, doing that,
Yeah.
it's one of those, I got a car for a reason.
Man, that was like, I was living off of Somerset. From Somerset, I would have walked all the way to Cecil B. Moore, 9th and Cecil B. Moore, to do a moving job. I was doing moving. Like, I was a mover. So every morning, I used to wake up off of Somerset, walk all the way to Cecil B. Moore, 9th and Cecil B. Moore, do the job,
and walk back.
and then walk back at night.
And be fine. Now you think about walking, what is it, like 4 blocks in this?
Bro, that's like me moving the speaker upstairs. I'm not trying to move it.
Wait,
I would hire somebody to move the speaker, go up the steps.
Bro, I got asked that by your sister the other day. It was like a week ago. Talking about going to the LQ to go get something to drink, and she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "You know, I'm driving. I'm not walking. It's only 3 blocks. I got a car. and I got a full tank of gas.
Yeah.
All right, wait. So we went on topic.
No, that's still so that's
Block parties. Hold up. So I don't know about everybody else because I know there's a lot. It might be younger people watching, older people. For me, block parties was the best place for good music, dancing, vibes. You got food. That was the times I bonded with the family the most. I'm not even gonna hold you. Even if it wasn't, you wasn't blood related. You was just.
I was part of block parties that I wasn't even living on.
Oh no. So I'm not gonna put my family business out there. We tried that. It turned into block on block fight.
Oh,
That's happened multiple times.
no.
Because you would have somebody went over there, cool, and if you got out of their pocket, somebody ran their mouth or said something cool, argument, cool. We, all right, y'all whole block roll fight, cool. Cool. And my family is crazy, so not saying crazy in a bad, but they don't really take crap. A lot of my family members don't. So it was one of those. I don't care how old you are. I remember my aunt telling me this one day. We was down there. Y'all better get out them pools, get out that pump. You see them people walking up. Y'all better be ready to fight.
What?
I just got here. It's been like 20. I've been here for like 20 minutes. I just got in the pool. I didn't know what was
I
going on.
didn't want to get out.
Now I got rubble. I mean, it's cool. I did, but I'm still shocked. At least let me know why we fight. I don't know what's going on.
No, my family wasn't really like that. I can't really say. But the walk from such and such neighborhood to another neighborhood, just walking through and just walk, especially through Juniata. Yeah, Juniata in the summertime, that's
The park area or
Yeah.
just Junior is
just Juniata itself, honestly. Just walking through that neighborhood, you'll end up with a plate in your hand. And the old grandma saying, come, you know what I mean? Like,
if you walked alongside of that park, Juniata Park, you walked on not the park side, the side where the house is at. You walked on that side of the block.
near the complex?
Yeah, if you walked on that side of the block, at any time I say after like 12 to like 8, you smelled food, you saw food, you heard music.
Yep.
And if you got too close to the area, like say they was like, because some of the houses have little driveway jumps,
Mhm.
if you got too close, somebody was talking to you about
Yep.
trying to give you some food.
Mm-hmm.
I remember this old lady still called every time I've seen her twice, and the point where I just say hi Wella every time I see her. She has made me try 3 or 4 dishes. I still don't know what they call, bro. I have no idea what they call. They was hit.
Yeah.
Like, they was good. I don't know
We're
what.
talking about summer food. You remember the lunches the pools used to give?
You remember the lunches the churches used to give? You
That's
just
the same lunches. Those are the same lunches.
oh my god.
Those are the same lunches. And then I remember one year on our block, somebody actually applied for it and became like the block captain for the and was giving out food. Literally at 12 o'clock. Just run right over there. Literally.
Okay, everybody used to sit us out the block before the block parties even jumped off. I need y'all go around the corner, take your cousins, go to the church. They just come back with a bunch of random things of food.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't gonna, but the church, I will say the church meals. I mean, when you think about the reason to do it, it made sense because a lot of families and stuff couldn't eat back then. And a lot of times there was a lot of struggle with far as like financial for food and stuff. Food stamps wasn't as easy to come by as it is today. Like if you got a kid, you can easily get food stamps for the kid.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, it wasn't really the case. So I mean, it made stuff like I respect for that process. It was a good thing for especially a lot of families that hungry, couldn't eat, couldn't provide for themselves. They basically because of bills and stuff. You behind.
Oh, don't get it wrong. There's a lot of programs out there like that. There's a lot of programs.
That's why I was saying. That's why when you came up, when we were talking about, you came with the idea to feed the homeless. I was down. Like I respect that. I'm 100% for it. Giving back, I ain't got no problem with it.
And that's still something in the books where we probably once we're up there, make it a regular thing.
Yeah, so we already did it. We did it what 5 times?
Yeah, 4 or 5 times on the car crew. Yeah,
yeah, we can do it again.
Yeah,
I mean, because we ain't got the big behind trucks.
Listen, we'll get another one real quick. Get another truck real quick. But yeah, I'll post a couple pictures up on our nights, and maybe you send me a few, and I'll edit them to the video. Talking about block party street football. That's another thing that once again is just
street football, street. What do you call it? The crate ball, crate basketball. Like,
what was that called? Pop the curve.
yeah,
Handball.
wall ball.
Mhm. It's just technology took over. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because there was so you. It was especially what was it? What's that other park? HP. If when summertime hit and it wasn't like you got to wear a jacket, them parks used to be loaded.
Oh, HP still get loaded,
But it's not as bad because remember, it's mainly well, every time I go to HP, it's usually that main just two parts of HP to get packed. But before it used to be the entire
part.
like the whole
It was the entire part. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Good old days. Not even trying to like sound old, but it used to be one of those. You need the phone. That's why I don't care about my phone now because I'm so used to it as a young. I don't need it. Like I can have fun without it. This is just
still talking about that phone. That was that major text message. A lot of y'all gonna remember. Meet me halfway. You know, meet me halfway. Meet me on such and such block. I'm coming from here. You're going from here. Meet me there, and then
that used to be the way I used to do it with my homies. Rest in peace. I used to do that with a lot of people.
I was that. All right. So was you the type of people? So let's sit there and say we're supposed to meet halfway on such and such block, but you knew where I lived. Would you continue to keep walking?
I did a lot. Rest in peace to my homie Ak. The reason I know where Bro lived at because he had his his dad didn't really like people who were coming over. The reason I know where Ak lived at because I used to walk down there. Ak lived maybe 10 minutes from my house, and every time I'm on my way, Ak was one of the people that say he would leave out the house, but he hadn't left the house yet. So it's one of those. All right, I know what type of time you are.
Right.
Like I know you'll still come. You gonna walk this way, but I'm already walking.
Oh, no.
I'm already over.
I would have sat at that meetup spot.
Oh no, I'm already over there. Like I'm walking. I don't care. I'm already over there. Especially if we ain't had no plan, nothing. What we really plan to do, we just gonna chill. It don't matter where we meet at. Did at that point, we ain't got no plan in rotation. I don't care. I'll come over there. It don't really matter to me.
Yeah. And meetups and bring your own PlayStation remote. Bring your
my JanSport book bag, bro.
Yeah.
Like my sister was talking about the other day. My JanSport book bag. That I was faithfully with the book bag. I used to literally. I had a book bag. And regularly with me until I was like 23, 24 years old, bro. I used to throw all my stuff in the bag and just rock out. I got stopped by Truancy back in the day thinking I was still a kid. I used to walk around with my book bag all the time.
Damn.
Didn't care. That was I'm throwing my controllers in there with my chargers, everything in there, slackers in. Especially as it wasn't as bad when I got older, but especially as a young boy, because you don't know. Depending on how the relationship you have with the person, or if you go into like what I used to go to my cousin's house too, I might crash there. Stay the night, so you need all your stuff. I used to always carry my stuff in the book bag. Then I got older and turned it into my duffel bag, my Nike bag. But yeah.
See, I had a couple friends that I made sure I brought my remote because every time I go to their house, they would give me the crap remote. Yeah, the broken remote.
When your friend always gives you the broken controller.
I had to make sure I bring my remote.
The one where you sit there, you let it go, you ain't touching nothing, and the person's still
walking this way. Or the whole time you're trying to shoot, you got to fight with the analog because it wants to aim this way. So you're, one of those.
Oh, don't make you remember that. That's crazy.
All right. So what you think was the best gaming system?
The best gaming system in what time frame?
Just
in general.
Yeah, in general,
I feel like 64 was such a it was just what is it? Golden Eye. I'm not even a crazy Star Wars fan, and I got into Star Wars because 64 Donkey Kong. Like 64 was if you had 64 as a young boy, you was chilling as far as playing video games.
I'm thinking about it right now. There's no more systems built like that. The Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, the 64, like you actually literally needed to bang. You know what I mean?
You actually require effort to get your game to work.
Man. Yep. The cotton swab with a little bit of alcohol rub, you know what I mean?
What how did everybody in the house know you game? Because you can hear it. You did your
Oh man. The fear. I don't know till this day, but the fear of having a scratch on your PlayStation 2 game.
I will say that PlayStation 2 had to be out of all the consoles I had the most stress, especially when I had my slim PlayStation 2. Those little joint like this big. That had to be the most stressful thing because you used to turn it on and just work, turn on, turn on, turn on. Because you would get the beginning screen.
Mhm.
It was getting past. So it did the Sony thing to get it to know your disc was red and it was about to play. That was,
When
people used to be like this.
When Xbox came out with the Death Ring,
The Ring of Death.
Ring of Death. Oh man. See, I never actually had an Xbox 360.
I had my brother.
So I went from PlayStation 2. We had the GameCube. We had GameCube. Pikmin was my favorite game, and Star Fox, whatever the guy's name was.
And it's Star Fox.
I think. Yeah. So we had the PlayStation 2. We had the PlayStation 1, but PlayStation 2, and then we had the big boy Xbox.
The brick thingy.
Yeah. That's where, honestly, I think that's where I found out that you was able to play music while gaming. Yeah. But having a scratch on a CD was nerve wracking, you know.
You had to get the tissues, or depending on if you was the type of person. Some people did the.
I used to do the toothpaste. I used to put toothpaste. It was real nice. Let it sit for a couple seconds, and then on the warm water, it's real soft.
It's the fact that there were so many methods to get the things to work because it was such a common thing, and it was one of those. It's not enough for me not to want to play.
Yeah. What pushed me away from 360 was that the remotes needed the batteries.
Yeah, that was the thing that kept me away from Xbox for a while. Was you got to buy AA batteries regularly, and then the batteries didn't even last as long as you thought they would. Like, cool, I can put a battery. If I'm playing every day, I'm lucky if I get a month out of that, or a couple of weeks. And it was one of those, like that's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, Xbox fans. I know you guys are still out there.
Yeah, don't get twisted. There's an Xbox in my crib. There's an Xbox, it's a PlayStation, and a PC. Like, don't get twisted.
Nah,
there's a Switch in there too. So
there's a Switch. My wife wants a Switch.
I got it for you. Your niece when she hit. I know.
Yeah, I got to buy wifey a Switch. She wants a Switch. I believe both of them want a Switch as well. So I'm gonna have to get them a system. Get them out of my.
I mean, they can try. I'll tell your niece to bring it over so they can at least see her Switch and see if they even like it.
Yeah, they've been wanting it. They've been wanting it since it came out. They tried it multiple times.
All right, man. I know if they tried it yet.
They tried it, so they want it.
Your nephew want one too. But then he's destructive, and I'm nervous. Don't. It's your fault. He destructive.
Leave my boy alone. Leave him alone. Now you're gonna off topic.
Okay, wait.
That's not talk. No.
Right. It's not on the list, but it's a good thing I just thought of. You know what I do miss? It's kind of 90s, Sajid. Is how do I say? So when schools used to do what is it, that free day that armies, the military, whatever, come to the school, or the army recruits, the ROTC recruit. That was in high school. It wasn't middle school. We used to come to school. It was one of those. I'm not joining, but it's a free day.
You remember Career Day?
Yeah, I remember Career Day.
You didn't.
I was not one of the ones, the good productive child during Career Day, only because it was one of those. What would you like? I know what I want to do, and ain't none of y'all here doing it.
Oh,
I know what I want to do. Ain't none of y'all here.
Yeah.
So how do you? I remember I got asked, how do you look into your career? I go talk to my grandfather. He do it every day.
Mechanic, right? Yeah.
I go talk to him. He do it every day. That's what about my ideal career.
Going back to the gaming stuff. Remember the Game Boy?
Try it one more time.
Game Boy.
Okay, yeah, dude, that's
Game Boy. That's a Game Boy. Remember the Game Boy?
Which one?
All of them. So
the
I remember the one.
Silverwood.
So I remember the time that it was Christmas. I got the Game Boy Advance.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was thinking about it. Like it was a plug for the lighting, a plug for this, and a plug for that, just to actually work. Like all these attachments.
That's how they got their money. And, kids that's trying to be gamers and literally enjoying it. That was the downtime. That was the relaxation.
Yeah. And then the Game Boy, the one little flip, the little square that you opened up, it was a little flip. That's where I got into Pokemon heavy.
I'd say the Game Boy I played the most was the transparent one, the color, the ones that you could see through when it was color. I had a purple one. I played that thing so much, bro. I died on it. That's the only game system I ever had that just said, no, what, touched me too much. It's over.
And
No.
the crazy part is I saw it on TikTok. On TikTok, I saw the one John. I'm thinking about getting it. It's like a Game Boy Advance, and it has like 10,000 games
I know
already
what you're talking
preloaded
about.
into it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's got
And then
Spyro, a
yeah.
bunch of old classic games.
And then I've been seeing people connect it to the PC and like get
Play
even
better.
more.
Yeah.
Like, how much more 10,000 games do you want? Like,
I mean, it sounds crazy when you think about it, but it's like if you've played a lot of games, having access to those games that you enjoy is it's one of those. Now I can see why people go for, especially if you grew up like. There's a lot of people that just that was their main focus and they piece and they break out from a lot of crap was gaming. So you get access to them games, the memories and all that stuff that come with it. I get why people want to
talking about gaming, we should have a little tournament. Any new subscribers, any viewers that want to be part of it, we could set up a day where I'll have TV, big ass TV that I have coming.
You don't need that. That TV is way too big, bro.
And
You're not even gonna
connect.
fit it.
I don't know.
Like,
We'll figure out when it gets here.
it got changed on the
But-
side of the TV, or bro. You got to move furniture and everything for the TV.
But when the TV gets here and all that, connect the PC to the TV and have the ice cream truck.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact that I just thought about it. The TV probably bigger than this backside back here. Than this whole.
So go back to it. Once we get the big TV, or just whenever, or we can even just run out like a warehouse and have a projector
And just tournaments.
and do a gaming tournament, a Tekken or something like that.
Tekken, Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat,
'Cause
yeah.
you know I got all those games.
Yeah, that's
I got all of them.
That'd be a future event.
I done put that on generationals. My kids done played the Mortal Kombat. All of them. Step kids, birth kids, all they done played Mortal Kombat. I even had my children Kaden playing the games with me, bro. I should have said
Yeah.
no name.
Yeah.
No trace. Too bad y'all know who these people is.
Just edit it out, if anything.
Yeah.
All right, so what's next? MySpace, Kick, AOL.
So AOL is now like a
Professional email.
yeah, it's an email thing, but for the longest time, that was how people got on the internet and interacting with people. That was their. So what? My question: what streaming site or what social media site would you say now would be like what AOL was originally? Because remember, you could play music off of AOL. It's
I
how
don't
you
really
get to
know.
the internet.
That's one of those things.
Yeah,
Like we're at the age, if you can actually think about it, we're getting to the age where we're not tech savvy. You
I
know,
don't think
like
I am. I think I'm game savvy.
Yeah.
Tech savvy, not so much.
where the technology is like kind of beating us. It's getting scary like that.
I mean, I don't per se care. Only reason I care because I got kids. If I didn't have kids, I really wouldn't care. It don't really bother me. Like, oh, people can hack your phone. That's why I put my phone this like face down. I don't really care. But I don't know. It's just
MySpace need to come back.
MySpace is back, but it's not the same way.
MySpace need to come back. I'm gonna send an email to MySpace.
MySpace is here. It's just not how it used to be.
MySpace needs to come back. I'm gonna be the arrow for MySpace. I'm gonna keep sending. What was his name? Tom.
Was it Tom? It's been so long since I touched the MySpace.
That he was everybody's friend.
Yeah, everybody had that one account.
Yep.
It was on everybody's MySpace.
Yep. I'm gonna keep sending him messages. Like, no, we need to bring back the old MySpace. Come on, kick Facebook out of here.
KIK was something that when I first found out about Kik, it was like this is just way to just conversate. But then I was like, oh, this unfiltered, unrestricted.
What was that?
Just,
What was
Kik,
that?
you can just talk to anybody, anywhere about anything.
I was probably what? Ooh, I don't want to say that.
What?
I was probably like what, ninth grade when it came out?
I don't know how old I was when it came out. I know how old it was when I started using it regularly. I was a junior in high school.
Yeah, so roughly around the same time. Yeah.
That's when I started using it the most. Yeah. And Kick was my go-to. Every device I had yeah, we gotta get up to.
So we had to skip a little bit for the ice cream truck. So we lost our place. I just skip a little bit.
I'm lactose intolerant, but I like ice cream.
Oh man, you remember LimeWire?
What? LimeWire, Bear Share, Frostwire.
You had your CD. You had to write out.
What's,
You ever wrote gave out a love CD to somebody?
No, I never did that.
You ever received one? I received
Yeah.
one.
So, all my relationships, I'm not gonna say it was like I ain't gonna give the relationship itself any props, whatever. I'm not gonna go to that route because that's disrespectful. I ain't doing that. But I only had one relationship where a person was like on that level. I got cards, like whole write out notes,
High school.
whole nine shit.
High school.
I was in high school when I started with the person, but the person did that shit their whole time. I knew them. Like from the moment we met in high school, straight on, bro.
Yeah. I can't say nothing. I still get cards. I still get flowers and stuff like that from my partners.
No, I get. You really like food? They really cool. I'm gonna make you exactly everything you want.
Oh, I get that as well.
Yeah, I get that,
So,
and I get free use.
I'm gonna put their I'm gonna put their business out there. It was hilarious. So I love my steak.
Mm-hmm.
I love my steak. And you also know I love my tilapia.
Mm-hmm.
I love
Yeah, enough to eat it when it's actually cold and
That's a different topic. That's a different topic. I love my baked mac and cheese.
Yeah.
And I love my mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
So one was saying steak and mash. The other one was like, nah, tilapia mash with a side of baked mac and cheese. And so my wives were arguing for my birthday on what to cook.
All of it. Make it all. Cook all of it.
Yeah, so next year. Next year.
All of it.
All of it.
Oh, if we making our birthday quest, so I need some. I need seafood, mac, pork chops.
Yeah, I don't do pork.
Yeah, I know, but I don't even like pork chops. It's just something about the pork chops when she make them.
Like a pork shoulder, yeah, but besides that, I'm not
Some
a big fan.
onion gravy, some mash.
What we doing for your birthday?
I don't care about my birthday, bro.
I know, but what we doing?
Let's do it. Every time you ask me, I always say the same thing.
I know.
Like,
What we doing for my birthday? It's usually cold in my birthday though, so it's just like,
we're going to Longhorn.
yeah. All right, see, look, we got off topic. Oh man.
So back in the day, them TVs that to get the joint to work. Used to be real. After doing it for so long, having seen so long, you used to know exact pressure.
Yeah.
To hit it.
Talking about TVs, remember that little fire that you would get when your parents would try to plug in the DVD player or something and it didn't work? So they'll call you to fix it. And then all it was just like 3 little wires. And then like, yeah, I fixed it.
And then when you try to explain something, no. What you mean? No, so if I tell you how, you don't have to, I don't need to be asked. Or come here. What? Come here. Where the remote at?
Oh, I still do that today. I do that today. The remote be right there, literally. I just gotta lean over.
Yeah, but that's different. You know where it is.
Yeah.
It used to kill me them asking for the remote. I don't know where'd you put the remote? You had it last, and I'm looking at the remote while looking at them. Just you don't see that. You told me blind. You yell at me. Oh, go get you. Kids can never find what I tell them to.
Talking about TVs. So I found out that remember the big 60-inch with the big back
big tube.
Yeah. That it was actually like a high class, like
you had money if you had a TV type deal. You know what I used to think was crazy? Well, not crazy because my family used to do it. My great grandmother used to do it. People do you have 2 TVs in the living room, one on top of the other, because the other one died, and instead of getting rid of it, you just do another TV on top of it. I think that was an older people thing. My grandparents used to do that. I've been to friends' house that had grandparents did it. I think it was an older person thing. Like, oh, that TV went out. So we bought a new TV. So they we use the old TV as a TV stand. You can throw that on top of it.
I never went through that. Talking about old people, Remember the plastic over the couches?
So we're not about to talk about that because you said something to me that haunted me forever. Because my great grandmother had that. My great grandma had it, and I used to. It was one of those couches that if you slept with no shirt on, it was uncomfortable getting up. Because I always fell asleep on that joint. And when you get up, it was like ripping. What's it called? Ripping duct tape. Yeah, getting off the daggone couch. And then somebody ruined it for me by saying why old people used to have plastic on their couches.
Yeah.
Don't say it. We ain't talking about it. They ruined that. I love my great grandmother, bro, but they made me look at everything in a whole different side.
And then remember that mat that was on the rugs?
Yeah, the
mat?
plastic. She had both, bro.
You was not allowed to walk off of it.
She had both. Only thing used to drive me crazy about my grandmother, she had the mat, but there was one spot. It was like, I know you have to know that one's the wrong way.
The spikes were up.
Yeah, you have to know that was the wrong way. And it never changed. Bro, years. The last time I remember being there from the first time to the last time I remember going to her house.
Damn, did we ever have rugs growing up? I don't think we ever had rugs.
That was just my great grandmother. I think my dad bought that stuff for her.
I don't remember if I had rugs in my living room.
Now, you know, Mud, you, I don't know. None of the houses actually.
Like, I had the plastic on the couches.
Yeah, but the whole, them pathway rugs.
I can't remember.
I know my great grandma had it. I don't remember any other house I lived in had it. I never lived with my great grandmother, but I never remember any house I lived in had it.
Talking about house, you remember house phones?
Landlines.
Yeah, landlines.
Yeah. And house phone bouncing off the AOL topic. If you wanted to be on the house phone, you couldn't be on the internet at the same time. Or that sound that everybody know what it is. That's the dial. That means you're getting on the internet. And it used to be so loud. So loud.
Yeah, we had difficult. Like, it was
Kids
difficult.
got it easy there.
Damn. And looking at us talking about what our parents used to say to us.
Cell phones the same size. The cell phone used to be the same size as your juice container.
Yeah. Remember when the phones first came out in the cars?
Mm-hmm.
You had to be a businessman.
You had to have bank.
What was your favorite phone growing up?
My favorite phone?
Yeah.
Like a house phone?
No, like phone itself.
Cell phone. You gotta be specific.
What type of phone? Like me, it was Sidekick. Remember the brick phone? What was that? The i6?
Nah, my
for
Boost, the church.
Yeah. It wasn't the i6 or something like that.
I had the, I think it was the i40. It was the silver and black joint with the button. It was how you hit it and flip open with the walkie-talkie. Where you at? Yeah.
That was the best times to have an argument with somebody. Because the way you could slam your phone.
Get the fuck off my phone.
Everywhere, all you hear, you.
Yeah, only thing I didn't like was the sound it made, the deep, before I used to get annoying. Outside of that, no, it was definitely, because I spent more time doing the chirp talk than I did on the phone. I've never been a sit on the phone part. And I know a lot of people don't understand it. I'm just not a sit on the phone person. I just don't care to. I never have. I ain't been there with my mom. I ain't been there with no relationships.
You're different with me, though.
I'm different. No, hold on. Don't sit here and lie to these people.
You're different with me. I call you video chat and you on that phone you put the phone down and do what you got to do. You doing that?
Yeah, because you fine with me not paying it no mind no more, so I just sit there. Cool. If I catch the part of the conversation, yeah, what'd he say? What? Mm-hmm. Outside of that, everybody else, call, talk, check. I don't do that. I'm not a phone person. It's not my thing. With holding phones, holding your phone near the speaker of a radio, your car radio, house radio, if you had the computer playing music, so you can get that specific part of the songs or sounds you want
for your voicemail.
What up? It's your boy King Ryan. Need more voicemail after the beep. I can't get to the phone right now, but I promise I'll call you back when I'm done.
Wasn't ringtones like $1 something?
Yeah, depending on who you was. I remember Boost was like 65 cents. For Boost, the little ringtones, and they wasn't even really good ringtones, like 45 cents.
It was Boost and what, Sprint, right?
Then remember this Sprint bought Boost. It was or Nextel, sorry, Sprint, because Nextel had the church shit, stuff too. I had a Nextel phone at one point too. Black little brick looking thing. Yeah, I remember that. But that
I know it's not part of the 90s, but remember when Obama phones came out? Well, it wasn't Obama's phones. It was the healthcare program.
Yeah,
But everybody had an Obama phone.
They having out free phones. Yeah, I remember that. Was it
Talking about phones, remember the text messages? How to text?
They call it T9.
Yeah,
they call it
T9.
T9.
They call it T9 now and stuff like that. But just to send one message, it would take you good
3333.
Yeah.
4. Yeah, just keep hitting the number till you get to the right letter. What sucks is when you would mess up.
Yeah, delete.
I mean everything's so much easier now with texting.
I swear the sidekick made that easier. Once you just and then just the keyboard.
I think I had one sidekick and then I broke it. Back when I was driving around in the blue Durango, I broke it. Then I got out the car and it was in my pocket or it was on my lap. I wasn't paying attention. And I got out as soon as it hit the ground.
Yeah. So we back at it because, we had a little interruption.
So, I know you'll get it instantly. A lot of people might not, but I know a lot of people, respectfully, y'all get it. So I'm gonna make a phrase. It's back in the day, and I know you'll know exactly what it is. Actually, no, I'm gonna make you say it.
Oh no.
I'm gonna say Mad TV. Now say one of the most iconic things from a person from the do it.
See, there's a couple from Mad TV.
Yeah, just say one.
What? Not the mama?
Not the mama.
No.
Not the mama. Not the mama. Not the mama. Not the mama.
You do that one more time, and I'm going to throw you across the room.
Not the mama. Wee, oof.
Other way is.
Yo, that was a grown man. It had me dying. That used to stupid.
Yeah, he got his babysitter in trouble so many times.
No. Yo, Mad TV had no business being as funny as it was.
What was the show called? Like Color, Live in Color, or something like that?
No. That was was it? I don't think that was Living.
Yeah, with Jim Carrey and them all.
Yeah. But I know that one. But was that the same show? Was it?
I don't remember. But MTV was the remember? I seen it on the Roku. They still have it. The what was it, 400s? Where's the music channels?
Yeah. 106 in Park, MTV Jams. There was another one I watched all the time.
My John was real big, was Robin Big.
Robin Big that was a show. Like it was like, no,
It's to the point where Rob took over MTV. Rob is like, he's a smart man.
Mm-hmm.
Got to give it up to him.
Respect. Yep.
But
he put you on. He even put a lot of people on.
Yeah.
Then he came out with them skate shoes that was cheap, so everybody was clowning them. Then they became one of the most famous skating sneakers.
That's not DC, right?
Yeah.
DC? He owned DC?
I swear he came up with DC.
Oh, man.
That's why he always wore them all this every time.
They were just point blank skater shoes. Wow.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. What else came out in the 90s?
Skating shoes.
Yeah. Heelys. I never had Heelys.
My feet.
Wifey had Heelys. She was talking about that a couple of days ago. We were at the mall. She's like, "Oh man, it's nice and empty. I wish I would have had Heelys." I looked at her like, she's like, "Ride down this ramp." I'm like, "Oh my goodness!" You know the mills. You know how the mills got the two sides, the steps for the middle. It's the ramp. Yeah. That's.
And you used to see kids always with 2 feet in front of each other, just rolling down.
No, I never had Heelys.
I never
I had a scooter. I had a bike. Yo, remember chopper bikes?
Yeah, I made one, bro.
No, so my dad bought me the unofficial chopper bike. Yeah, like every time that you let the bike go, you hear. Yeah, I was hyped when I got that. It was just a random buy that he just came and he was like, "Look, a bike for you." I'm like, "Oh man."
Since he brought up the, you remember putting hugs and canned sodas?
Yeah,
bikes.
the BMX bikes. Yeah.
Say you hear that?
Mhm. That was remember, it was either you was into BMXing or into parkour.
Mm.
Parkour! Michael, parkour! Parkour! Extreme! Parkour! Parkour!
This is Parkour, internet sensation of 2004, and it was in one of the Bond films. It's pretty impressive. The goal is to get from point A to point B as creatively as possible, so technically they are doing parkour as long as point A is delusion and point B is the hospital.
Both of them were dangerous.
Yeah, but both of them was fun.
Yeah. Remember Manhunt?
Manhunt was probably my favorite game growing up, and I'm not being funny. It was as a game I loved my skin color because I used to be out there, especially we played at nighttime. Oh, y'all ain't finding me. But I wear black all the time anyway. Y'all ain't finding me.
That was the only time you was allowed to play the game was during nighttime.
No, there were some people in like suburban areas or whatever.
60, 70 people playing. You don't even know who's actually it.
That was the fun part. You ain't know who.
No, so I used to make a rule. Like if you was it, you had to sit there and say you was it. You can't walk up to me. I'm not it. I'm not it. Don't worry. I'm gonna hide with you and then sit next to me. Oh, you're it. Like no, that's.
I made that rule. You're no lying. If I ask you if you it and you don't say, and you got to answer. If I ask you if you it and you say no, don't touch me. Because if you touch me,
and then for me being my size, a lot of people, and you've seen it, I'm actually fast running.
That's because your feet take long strides.
I'm actually fast running. So that's one thing I had with me. But like the kids that used to climb the trees and stuff like that, man, I used to be mad when I was it because I was the only ones I wasn't able to catch. So me, when I was it, and remember playing bubblegum in the dish, yeah, to figure out. So yeah, my tactic was I used to catch, first and foremost the slow ones, and then I would target somebody that was really agile that could climb for me. Yo, go climb that tree. I'll get everybody else, but the people that be climbing, go climb that. And the other thing I used to hate was why every time you used to hide, you had to go use the bathroom.
Facts. My cousin, every time I played with him, he had to go to the bathroom. Every time we played Manhunt, we used to play Manhunt on his block. Every time we played Manhunt, he had to go to the bathroom. So I was one of those kids because I consider myself kind of short. I'm not like 5 foot, I'm not 5'3", none of that shit, but I'm not tall. But because of that and playing football, I was one of those people that get cool. I can dip, and move. Yeah. So yeah, I used to love taking off when people just, "Oh, you it? Wait till you get close." It's like, I was the runner. So when it kept moving,
there was one game, and I'm finally sit there and say I'm gonna snitch myself out. One game that I won because then nobody ever found me. But it was because I actually got in trouble. I had to use the bathroom, and I went inside the house.
You're not supposed to go in the house.
But my nephews came in and out already multiple times. So when I went in, my mom was like, "That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Go upstairs, take a shower, go to get to bed, go to your room." So I'm like, she didn't want to hear it. Took a shower and went to sleep, whatever. And to find out like 2-3 days later, everybody was like, "Yo, what happened?" Like we stopped playing because I was like, "Yeah." I came out from my hiding and I didn't see nobody, so I just went home. Like they were like, "Oh man, so you actually won. You won."
Ski.
Held that secret for like the last 10, 12 years.
Bro said, "Yeah, never been caught. Untouched." The whole time he was in the getting ready for me.
But yeah, no, to this day, what was it? A couple summers ago, the one girl, when we were at a Cars and Coffee, somebody was saying that she was a track. Yeah. She was like, "Oh, I'll do track. And I'm like, "Okay." And she was like, "Yeah, I'll beat anybody." I'm like, Okay.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
because I'm on the husky, little heavier side.
It's because the person is younger too, so it's one of those you don't know. We ran
Yeah.
regularly. We might be older, but that was one of the main things you did when we were younger. You was running somewhere. We ran
And she had
regularly.
sneakers, and I had my slides on. I was gone.
That's because you got way more experience with slides than most people.
Yes.
Mm.
I'm always in slides.
It's like,
Always in slides.
I need to get myself a new pair. I ain't
Me
gonna,
too. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, I'll grab a new pair.
All right, so where we at? Because let's go from outside to in schools. Remember the you sent me the picture, so yeah, you remember the scooters.
Them
The
ankle bullies.
Yeah. No, not the ankle bullies.
The gym scooters.
The gym scooters.
Them
Yeah.
colorful rainbow things. Yeah, that we I don't even remember what we were supposed to use them for. I just know what we used them for.
That's where talking about school. That's where I learned about ultimate frisbee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it was a gym game that he made up, and to find out it's an actual
Yeah,
sport.
it's a real sport.
I don't know if it was same timeline, but it's an actual sport.
And some people take that stuff serious. I've seen videos of the guy at the top of he was at the top of the I think it was the Lakers.
Yeah, now it's a frisbee golf.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Where
were those people? Where were those people at in career day?
That's what I'm saying. Career day it didn't give enough for me. It was like, nah, I know what I want to do, and ain't none of it here. And I know what I want to do is lucrative.
When the library came, what was that? They used to have to sell candy,
sell chocolate and stuff.
So that you could get. There was like a little book.
Mm-hmm. But with the pictures of what you got, what you had to sell, and then it told you also this is how you sell this amount, you can win this, and then. Nah, you remember when you had what were they called? It was the things you had to cover off of cereal boxes.
I actually still see them. The little 10 cents.
Yeah, cut them off the cereal box.
Oh man, remember the penny box?
Mm-hmm.
They used to put pennies in to collect pennies. Yeah, the little penny box. 1 year I actually sold my corner store, same order for the last couple years, for the longest actually. He actually looked out for me. He was like, "Man, just put it right here. Tape it right here." That 1 year, that's how I actually won the top prize. It was an RC car too.
I ain't never want to. I'm not even going to talk about me doing that. I can't talk about that. But no, I did get the books, and I did sell candy. That's all I was saying. I did get the books. I did sell candy. Where the proceeds went, different conversation.
Oh man!
But I did get the books. I did sell candy. I used to sell a lot of candy, especially when I used to play for the North Philly Aztecs. Oh yeah, that was cake. Going to the rec center.
Yeah.
That's the parents sitting out there for long. Oh yeah, you can definitely get this shit sold like that. You know what what really used to it was funny but weird was the DARE program crap used to come to school and talk to you.
So with the DARE program, I remember I didn't know nothing about. I knew certain drugs at the time growing up, especially the neighborhood.
It really put you on to know what drugs.
But it put me on to huff and paint. And I don't know why, but like the way that they talked about it was like
sitting there.
Yeah. Hold on, like
can you say that again? Spell it.
I used to love the shirts and pencils they gave us, but that was it. And the funny part, I think my wife actually still has a DARE shirt. I think we bought it one time at the thrift store.
Shit, I ain't seen a DARE shirt in a minute. That was it. And it was. They used to think about it like, yeah, you going to all these schools and telling kids, but half of these kids don't know nothing about it till you tell them. Right? Tell them nothing about it until you tell them.
So did it really help us?
I don't know. I feel like that might have been why our generation had so many people that did so much crazy stuff. Because you have to think about it, these people drinking with Mad Dogs and all that stuff.
See, but that was our parents' fault. They come from the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
They were wild.
Yeah.
And half of the stories my pop was telling me growing up, once again, I'll say it again, I can't wait for him to be on here. I know half of the stuff he can't say, but yeah, if there's any adult out there that wants to tell us about their lifestyle when they were in their 60s and 70s, not their age, I'm talking about the era.
Yeah, by all means, let me know.
Yeah.
That message, we are down. I know he is, and I know I am. My grandmother was just talking when I was down. I think I was West Philly yesterday, and she was talking like, "Yeah, I used to be drunk out of my mind driving. I don't know. This seemed like a lot farther drive than I remember. How did I drive like them? Like, grandma, what are you? What? See, I used to be drunk out of my mind, seeing doubles driving all the way up.
Oh man, but yeah, going back to school, I can remember only like 2 or 3 years of it, but then because then they became carton. But I had milk in pouches,
I
in
remember
the actual
she was
black
talking about
pouches.
it.
What was your favorite milk?
My favorite milk.
It was the chocolate, white, and strawberry.
That's how you know he's a hood baby.
Why?
He said chocolate and white. You named the flavor of two and the color of one.
Yeah. So what is it? Chocolate original and strawberry?
Chocolate
Plain? Vanilla? It wasn't vanilla.
vanilla. I learned that when I got older. When I actually had vanilla, I was like, this don't taste the same.
So with me, I was actually one of the kids that were allowed to grab 2 or 3 cartons of milk because I used to like plain or white chocolate, like white milk. The chocolate and strawberry would always be gone.
Yeah,
And it was like what, 2% or 1%? I think it was
1%. I think it was 1% because it was still borderline for me to drink it. It was still like it didn't mess my stomach up
not
too
that much. Yeah.
It was still borderline. So I ain't drink them a lot, but I did get a couple. I would get, it would be like, let's go 5-day school week. Maybe twice out of that week I went and got some milk.
Then it was what, the pizza that came in the carton.
Yeah. You know what?
And then I just remembered I drove by my school, my elementary school, my first one. I just recognized that the lunchroom was in the basement.
Yeah.
Where the newer school that we got transferred to, like it actually had a lunchroom on the side.
Yeah, no, was it
that the tables used to fold up? But they probably still have those type of tables.
The ones where there's a bench seat on one side, bench seat on the other side, the big table, and it just went like this. And I know what you're talking about.
What was your favorite lunch?
My favorite lunch? Like, period, or with like
talking about lunch and stuff like that was my school when hers came out with the colorful ketchups. What was it? Green? Was it purple?
It was green, a purple one. There was
I believe there was a blue one.
Yeah, there was a blue one. I just saw this stuff the other day too when I looked it up. And they all had different flavors for it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't really remember.
Like it wasn't on the thing a different flavor, but they taste different. Like they did not taste the same to me.
I don't remember the flavor.
Yeah, they all supposed to be the same thing, just different colors. But
then,
they taste different.
Near the end of the school year, they used to give us the triangle ice pop. Ice pop.
The little the icy
it was like a little triangle one they used to cut the top.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it's called. It literally you just rip the pouch open or you bit the pouch open.
I'll probably edit. Mostly this whole video is going to be a whole bunch of edit videos, edit pictures of memory lane. And then recess was football.
Yeah, we played football. I played football in recess all the way up until I was like my end of my 8th grade year. No matter what school I was at, I played football during. Well, when I was, especially my last school I was at was I went there from 4th to 8th grade when I was at.
I was sad on 9th grade.
Why?
When we had lunch and then we had to go to class next, and it was like, damn, there's no recess. My first week. Like, damn, it happened again. And I was like, what you mean? I was like, because I remember kindergarten, there was nap time.
And then they took it away.
And they took it away in 1st grade. Took it away. They just took it away. No breaking us into it. No nicotine patch or anything. just no turkey.
No easing us into it. No taking that time down a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right. Yeah.
Boys. No more nap time. This is the 1st grade.
What did you just say? You telling me there's no more nap time? Somewhere between kindergarten and 1st grade, we became adults.
Oh, man. Yeah.
You know what else I remember? Just more like a back in the day thing, is the fact that we had separate things for playing like VHS. That was crazy. VHS with colors, and you had a separate thing to watch your VHS and a separate thing to rewind your VHS.
Oh yeah. So like I think I told you it was a car. It was a car that used to plug into. Yeah, and they would rewind it. Yeah. Oh man, it was tough to have a VHS DVD player.
Yeah.
Then I remember my sister, God rest her soul. She had this DVD player, right? The CD player, but it was able to hold up to 500 CDs. Yeah, it was like there was a big rotation.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. I seen one of them before. I know exactly what you're talking about. I never had one of them. I know exactly what you're talking about. Because when you think back to all these things that we had, it's like, yeah.
We had a binder for CDs that were in the car under the driver's seat. Then you used to flip there. No, we listened to that yesterday.
No, yeah,
all right, take that one out. Then you had to put that, and you had to put the CD back in the.
I used to hate taking long drives by myself with that, because if I was long drive, the CD ran out. Unless I wanted to listen to that joint again, I had to have another CD ready for the backup, for the pull out and put it in.
That's when you bought the one for the visor.
Yeah, just slide them in.
Yeah.
Slide it out.
Mm-hmm. Long drives, that was before GPS was MapQuest.
Mm-hmm.
I used to love long drives because I was my dad to go to person. He would shut everybody else up so I could give him the directions. With the paper, yeah. I was looking out the window. Exit 23, so exit 27. So 2 more exits. We gotta take the exit out. Yeah.
Them long rides. Speaking of that, I know that's not even something we was planning to talk about. Speaking of that, long rides when he was younger, like how it is with seatbelts and car seats. I don't remember ever being in a car seat, bro. Ever. I don't think about it. I don't remember ever. And my kids, all of them been in car seats, but I don't remember me.
Well, with me, I don't really, because of my accident. Like my childhood, a lot of it is actually blank.
Like I'm saying, because you had me really start thinking about when I hit my head hard. That's what happened.
Yeah, so my childhood, a lot of my childhood is blank, less of. But
bro, we got so many injuries if we think about all this other stuff, we got to bring up is thinking about the injuries too.
Talking about injuries, I know this is sidetracked, but remember on MTV it was like Scarred.
Yeah,
it was an episode called Scarred. I mean, it's not off topic. It's like remember one type.
Yeah, I used to watch the show, and my grandma used to crack jokes about it. You should be on there because remember I told you about when you asked me about the joint on my face, I took a whole chunk out of my face because I did the dumb thing. So I know a lot of dressers don't have it now. They used to have sharp corners, the boxing or the sharp angles, and I ran and I wasn't paying attention, ran right into it and it went into my face. So I was bleeding for like 2 days and I still refused to go to the hospital.
Oh man.
I remember that.
Talking about cars, remember the
man, what they call manual windows.
The manual windows.
You get the workout. Hey, I used to hate somebody come over. No, bro. Because you ain't want if you did it slow. Just,
yeah.
And if you had the one that made the sound when you did it, and then you had people that sometimes did it too hard, so the handle would pop off, and you had to do the pliers or whatever to turn it.
Yeah,
the things that we did when we was younger, these new generations couldn't even compare it to. That's the crazy part. It's one of those now. Like this was the norm.
Yeah,
y'all think this is punishment?
And the funny part was, technically, if you look at it, 90s, we were at the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Let's not talk about somebody that grew up in the 60s and 70s. And that was the norm for them.
Yeah.
Because we got into by the time we were like 10, 11, it was power windows already coming out. It was like a normal thing.
If you had money, you had power.
Yeah, true.
If you didn't, you were still in the same era, same situation.
Yeah, growing up, it was not a problem being in the trunk.
Yeah, I was in the trunk a lot too.
Wasn't there a car? Wasn't there a Volkswagen or something like that?
Mhm.
That the back seat was facing
Mhm.
the back way.
Yeah, there was a back seat that faced inward, and then another one that faced
Facing-
the same seat.
Mhm.
Yeah, I used to love going on in those little car rides. That's what made me think of the no car seat. I'm like, we used to be just in there. It was no car seat. There was no seatbelt. We were just in there.
Yeah, because we were scared to get popped.
Everybody packed in there like.
We were scared to get popped if we were jumping around.
But I remember, and so speaking of that, the way that our parents or grandparents used to stuff us all in them cars compared to how people complain about personal space and stuff in the cars now. I remember in an old school Suburban, I forgot what year it was, my grandfather had, it used to be 15 of us in that thing with bikes in the back. Everybody was on each other, like it was like lapping up and everything, but it was like it's so many people. There was kids in the front seat because the Suburban had the front bench seat straight across it. There was no, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was kids in the front and everything. And that's the norm. That was the norm. I believe my grandfather did. We went with my grandfather like that every other weekend to the. I don't know what the real name is. I always called it Valley Green Park, that big behind park. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, but or the I'm bored. Oh, I'd have never said that when I was a young.
Go read a book.
I'd have never said that, but I did that one time to my grandfather. I'm bored. Okay, go get that car over there and put it down the block. What? It don't run. Just get it down the street. So I got pushed.
So this is where my dad was telling me. Like once again, it was one of those like I don't really recall memory much. I don't have that much memory, but like it's like kind of phasey. Where my dad, so next to my house was a empty lot where all the mechanics used to hang out, and I would love to have him. I'll probably hit him up to see if he would come out, tell some old stories. But we talking about street race cars, like full blown nosed out and everything, turboed and blah blah blah. Like what you could get done to that car had it. Here, E, go move it down the block. And my dad would be like, yo, you understand that he's only 7. He's only 8. You know what I mean? Like, and me being happy.
Not realizing what you're really getting into.
Yep. And then, yeah. So then that's how I became the driver back in the day.
So I was about to say, so that had been a comment. I didn't realize when I was thinking about it when I was younger as a comment.
And then the funny part was, remember, I used to do it with Caden, with my oldest.
I remember you doing it.
Yeah.
Behind my old crib.
Yeah. Oh, yo, move the car over. Like,
no,
let's move it up.
So I'm gonna say y'all, the first time bro did that to me, he said, and I quote, didn't say it to me, he said it to nephew. He said, yo, go move the truck. So when he said it, I thought it was a joke. Until I watched nephew get in the truck, still thought it was a joke. Then I heard the truck turn on, and I started getting nervous. Now, I'm gonna say this because bro didn't have a little truck. It was probably the biggest truck Chevy made at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's one of those. He don't even reach the pedal. He is his chest on the steering wheel. And he really moving it.
I remember when he was in the parking lot. We brought the story up, and they were like, "No, he doesn't." Gave him the keys. Papi, go move the truck. And he literally went and moved the truck and parked it.
That was the first time I started getting nervous when because remember nephew, my oldest, they used to sit in the car with the radio on, the system. I used to get nervous, like I don't want to leave the car running, because between them two, both of them are cool with driving. Them two, you gotta watch it.
Yeah.
Nah. Skill though, this is.
And the funny part is, my wife does it now.
Really?
Yeah. Katie, go turn on the car, puppy. Go turn it on real quick. He just gets his jacket on, his shoes on, and goes outside, turns on the car, stays in the car until we go and tell him to go back to the house.
I might get controversy with this because in this case, my baby mom's here, but I've let my oldest drive. I tested it. I did it with a golf cart first. I let my stepbrother do it. But he's almost like you. He's so nonchalant about it. He was sitting there on his phone, playing around, feet up, just chilling. She just driving around. It's one of those. Yeah, so I'm not trying to do the whole aspect, everything they do is younger, but I've realized without meaning to, I'm slightly doing it.
So that was probably 2, 3 years ago. My wife's niece, she was doing a learner's permit and stuff like that. And I looked at her. I'm like, you know how to drive? She's like, yeah. Just everybody's scared. Right, here's the keys. And everybody's like, just let her drive. And I just put the chair back and just like this, and just let her drive. Let her get comfortable. That's it.
Yeah, I feel like that's the best way to just do it. I did it with my little sister too. My mom and everybody was like, yeah, she need to learn how to drive. Ain't nobody taking her. I remember my sister came home from college. I think I told you she came home from college, and I took her. I took her down. Aaron Amigo was like, huh, drive. She's like, you know, I'm getting. No, I'm about to sit over here and smoke my black and just chill. The parking lot empty. If you hit something in this parking lot, you don't need to drive. Outside of that, have at it. Practice parking, back and forth. I need you to reverse all that. Have fun. Just go at it. When you done, let me know, and then we go home. I remember I was out there sitting there just chilling. It's how they learn. A lot of people learn by just doing it.
Yep. But
And
we off topic again.
Smokey the Bear.
Smokey the Bear. Yeah, let's go back with their program.
We know we can count on you to do what Smokey says.
Only you.
No, you don't play with matches. That's not cool. Tell mom and dad to break them, stomp them. Yeah, that's the rule.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Talking about Smokey the Bear and stuff like that. Remember the time that the teacher would come in with the TV? That's when you know. Or when you go into class and the teacher
They joined us on the cart with the wheels, and you knew it was time to watch a movie.
It was, oh man, we're having a good time today. We're gonna have a great time today.
No, so when I saw the TV, I would think of two things: either we gotta watch something in class today, or there's a substitute. That was the two things that popped in my head.
We made a substitute quit one time on us.
We
made the teacher quit. Then the teacher came a substitute. The substitute was only there for a day or two. Then there was another substitute that he came in pumping all his chest and all that stuff type deal. We did not listen to him for like a good 3-4 days. Then after that, like a good week, we had the principal as our teacher. That was scary because our principal was not good, not with the works. But
so yeah, we cutting that out right now.
Yeah, we cutting that. Yeah, principal was highly upset with us. Highly. Yeah.
What else? Like the clothes difference, basically fashion difference is crazy too. Baggy clothes was such a common.
It was baggy clothes, wearing jerseys.
Yeah, the jerseys. The fact that every girl.
Just point blank, look at Soldier Boy video.
Yo,
Soldier Boy's video. That was our style. Like everything down to your stomach.
Right. It was the people that used to have the shorts that looked like pants because they were so long.
I had a lot of them.
Like the shorts,
the jean shorts.
Yeah, all the way down like shants or capris.
Oh man. Weren't they called capris?
No, those are separate things. Capris was separate. It was the shorts that just made it. They were so long because you bought too many sizes up.
Mm-hmm.
Or the fact that when wearing belts became a thing, the spike belts and all that.
The checkered scarf.
Yeah, I had that too. I had a couple.
School ended up banning it.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Chia pets.
Chia pets.
Chia. I actually saw only one of them in my actual whole life. Saw them in person. I had one.
Mm-hmm.
I used to think it was just like a fake broadcast that came on TV at nighttime. Till I saw one person. They smell funny. I'm ready to say, don't just smell funny. They just.
Remember going to a corner store and with $1
and being able to get like 4 things.
You would get a bag of chips, a cake, and 2 Huggies.
Like, I remember the day I walked in the store and I looked at the chips and it didn't say 25 cents no more. And I felt like, I was like, nah, this is a misprint. Like, something wrong here. When the little Hugs was $0.25 and the big Hugs was 50 cents.
Yep. And then that's when the sugar tax hit us and all the extra stuff and all that went down the window. That was scary.
Well, because your mom or your parents, somebody used to send you to the store and like, yeah, there's $1 left. Can I have it? Because that dollar was love. What? I could get this, that.
You remember going to the store as a young boy, but still getting a couple Lucy's for your mom?
I lucked out in my mom. I did it for my grandma. Though. I definitely just for my grandma. Like, I definitely
never did it for my parents, but I did it for my brother.
I definitely got sent to Lucy's for my grandparents. Going to like Red Fox over there on Germantown. My grandfather wanted us to go get food and the beers for my my aunt-in-law, I guess you would call it. Yeah, they used to get out there and get saucy. It's like I am nowhere near an age where I should be buying these products, and these stores is nowhere age where y'all should be selling it to me. But it's such a normal thing to just do.
Remember the candies that were the cigarettes? Little cigs?
Yeah, they was like this. Yeah, I remember.
And the little red pink.
To make it look like it was somewhere real.
That was bad.
Oh God,
who thought that was a good idea?
It was the people that knew that I used to be able to do it. I don't know how to do it. Where you can make it if you get the heat in your mouth when you exhale and like a smoke coming out. You used to sit there with the cigarettes and do it, and make it like a smoke came out their mouth. I remember my cousin did it and got hit so hard. Like he got hit and we heard it. And he was in the house. We was outside because he was messing with the cigarette. But I guess my aunt thought he smoked. Like you ever heard a pop? They send a chill in your spine because you know it's far away, but it's loud. So you know in person, that was bad.
That pop when you know you next.
That pop, they literally had you go, I think I'm ready to go home.
Yeah.
What? I want to go home.
Man. What else was there?
The sleepovers. I don't know if you went through it, but I did. I had too many cousins from the block, too many cousins. So if you all wanted to, we was out there late. What? 10 of us all in one room, everybody on the floor, or like my great grandmother's house, going in for like Christmas or something at nighttime. Everybody camping out over there. Person they hear somebody under the table, somebody over here by the door. It was kids everywhere. Because I think my grandmother had a lot of kids in herself. Then her kids all had a lot of kids. Then they had kids. So there used to be a lot of us over there. It was one of those, yeah, that's your cousin. You're like 15, but he lived in their state. I'm still meeting family. Like what?
McDonald's, their toys where it actually was fun toys.
Yeah. How when every kid cereal box used to have toys in it. When Kidsville used to be love.
I still to this day do it where when I'm eating a bowl of cereal, I'm looking at the back of the box. I'm looking at the back of the box. The back of the box.
Back of the box.
Yeah, that's how I corrected myself. The back of the box. Leave my diabetes alone.
Dyslexia. He said, I'm not I'm dysdiabetes.
Yep, dysdiabetes.
No, it's that when you think about it, all the things that's like kind of weird now, that people seem weird was such a normal thing for us.
And I know there's going to be a lot of people who are going to agree with us on, and there's going to hopefully you guys comment on any other things that we missed. Probably do a part 2s of the 90s.
I'm definitely down for part 2 because I feel like we ain't hit even half, and not even. Probably not even close to half of the stuff that people would probably think about. We probably missed a lot. They can see. If y'all think of something we did, throw it in the comment.
Because remember, different cities, different states, different backgrounds. Different backgrounds. What else? Talking about outside, if you was thirsty, you had to drink from the hose.
Or drink from the pumpa.
Water bottles used to be 25 cents. And sometimes the corner stores would, like, my corner store would look out. Don't worry about it. It's a water bottle.
Mm-hmm. But then you had, like, when I was going, like, again, the block, my grandfather would tell you flat out, you thirsty? Come on over here. And you see the water. I used to be the kid. I want to be last. But let that joint cycle out a little bit. Get the water run a little bit. I know this Philly school cold punch, but I want the purest punch I can get. Let that hose run for a little bit. That water look a little gray.
Damn,
But you still did it.
Going to the neighborhood pool, coming out smelling like chlorine.
Yeah, and but it used to be they chlorine ratio used to be crazy. It used to look like you was crying getting out the pool, but you had fun. It was just
No, no, it's so.
many people did stuff they weren't supposed to in that pool.
And you still underwater with your eyes open.
It was so risky because when I was younger, I used to do it a lot. Like it was a pool. I'm getting it.
I actually got trophies because I used to be in the swim team. I actually got trophies. I was actually an anchor.
I wasn't.
No,
I wasn't.
he was in the water with floaties.
No, I wasn't. I could swim. Remember, I wanted to be a Marine for the longest. I could swim. I wanted to be in the military, so my brain was thought process, especially when I went to Fort Bragg and all that, and going over there with my family, this military. I was constantly training myself to do stuff like that. But
I was growing up with the military mindset, so I started finding out that they scream at you, and you now don't do well when when you talk at me.
That's how I got you to hit me.
I go. Yeah, it's a person. Yeah, you don't talk at me. You know what I mean? You could talk to me. You could talk. We could talk.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that if you tell me to do something, I could have wanted to do it and been 100% cool with doing it. But now you told me I got to do it.
Yeah.
I no longer want to, and I'm gonna make it such a hard process.
And I'm not saying, you know what I mean. You part of the military now. Got mad respect for you.
Mhm.
It just wasn't something for me.
I got family still in the military. I tried it. I literally was still going to do it. I was just going to see how far I was going to get before I snapped. I was still going to do it,
Yeah,
but they were
that's-
like, "You got."
Yeah, once I got told like you can do jail time for
Once the stipulations came in on what you couldn't, I was like, "Yeah, I don't pass none of that. I can't. do that. I can't." I remember I got the phone call. I went to the recruiting office and everything. Got a phone call and everything. I was like, "Yes, sir. You don't pass." I was like, yeah, all right, cool. That's it for that. But once you told me this, yeah, we're gonna let that go then. It's cool.
man. Looking at the list again. The flavor lip balms. Put the picture right here.
That notorious Dr. Pepper one was crazy.
For real?
Everybody, I feel like everybody
I've
had
seen the
that.
strawberries. I seen them all. Yeah.
I don't
Never seen like a blueberry one.
I
Never.
don't even know where they came from. It was. I feel like one day they just started popping in the store. It was in corner stores and everything.
Yeah.
It just popped up at
Yeah,
stores.
those little clear bottle like yay big.
Yeah, and I don't know where they came from. They just popped up out of nowhere, and they became like such a common thing. Everybody, I had cousins, females I was around. It was like everybody had it. I never understood why. And it was one of those y'all eating it. Like, what you like?
What was her name? Kim, right? Little Kim.
Yeah,
My lip gloss is popping.
my lip gloss is cool. Nah, you about to comment on that. But I gotta be nice. What else? The glasses, the 3D movie glasses that we had.
I can't do 3D movies. I get headaches. Even nowadays, I can get headaches. Like my first movie I can remember I seen was oh man, I can't remember now. Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Yeah,
And what's the other one? Like Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
that had the 3D version when it popped out.
There was like
Spy Kids.
Spy Kids, yeah, Spy Kids. Yeah, that was like the first two that I could sit there and say that was 3D. And after that, I got nauseous. I can't really.
I don't remember what my issue. I don't remember if I got nausea, headache. I don't remember issue. I just know I just did not bang with the 3D movie process. I just didn't like. I saw Shark Boy and Lava Girl because my little sister, and I watched Spy Kids with my little sister, and I saw one movie with my pops in the theater, and that was it for me. I was like, I'm good off of 3D.
Wasn't there a moment where like there was like 3D TVs, like plasma TVs?
Yeah, there were 3D TVs. The TVs came with special glasses and stuff.
Yeah.
What was it?
I
The
wanted
blue and red, or the what was the colors? Was it blue and red?
Yeah, the old school was blue and red.
Yeah.
Blue and red, but yeah, you had money if you had a 3D TV. Let me know if you ever had a 3D TV.
Because I'm gonna let you know I didn't.
I didn't.
I didn't. No.
We had the big boy, the 60-inch big boy, until it blew out. And then that's when my dad was forced to buy plasma because there was no more box TV.
Yeah, they stopped selling. That was crazy. It's crazy how they did that. So many things they just forced them to stop. Like we're not making these no more. But I like them. Don't matter. We ain't making no. They got.
But if you think about it now, what the 100-inch? It's only 1,000 some change. Like actually,
I still ain't buying no TV that big, bro. That's way too big.
32-inch right here is what, $70?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I'm cool. I ain't even crazy on TV like that. I'm more. I'll buy this for the TV. Like I'm already thinking about for the basement, a nice big TV. Get a nice big, but I ain't going as big as you did. That TV too damn big. I ain't going there. Anything above a 60 something. I ain't for it. It's just too big. I don't want like the biggest TV I bought so far was what, a 65 or something like that. And even that TV was crazy to me. That was still like, why did I get this? I think no, I got it because when I bought it, it was only like $250. Brand new. Oh yeah, I get that. Let the kids watch their movies on there. I get it. What else? Hitting the TV.
We already talked about that.
I'm sorry, I gotta bring that back. When I think about the TVs with the knobs. People of the young generation, I say anybody born after like 2000s, y'all never. If y'all saw the TVs with the knobs, y'all was lucky.
I would still sit there and say, with our age, they were going out.
Yeah, but they were still somewhat there.
Yeah.
I was saying if you were born at 2000 plus, you probably never saw in person where the TV to turn on. You had to click to get the channels. Antennas used to drive me crazy. People that used to put the little foil. Can you imagine like that Saturday morning?
That one person sitting down. No, to the left. Oh, you had it. No, you went too far. Go back. Oh no, it's not there.
And you had hope that you had figured out a way to walk away from it because you did. And I was a cousin that well, sit there. Hold up before the commercial. Just sit there. We gonna switch out. Sit there. Just lean your head so you can see it and sit there.
Yeah, once your antenna break or something like that. Yep. Oh man.
It got to the point where that was such a common thing. I still see some corner stores sell it, but remember they used to sell them at the corner store.
The antenna. Yeah, I was actually on Amazon. There's actually an antenna, it's like $200, but it's supposed to be outside, and from inside the house, it comes with a remote that you could turn in and all that, and just unlimited free TV. But now with the streaming. But
I got it lucky when it comes to streaming because it was no real streaming unless you watch like TV when I was young.
Wasn't there like a catalog you would get like a month or a week to see what's coming on or what's on what channel?
The TV the listing, as he's called TV listings, yeah. What time it came on what channel, yeah.
Remember the button last?
Yeah. Remotes don't have them no more, do they?
No. Yeah, I would be on two different channels. When one's on commercial, just press it to go to the next one. I hope the next one's not on commercial.
I hope you done bypassed it. Yeah. Just made it to the time period past that joint click. Kids will never understand the waking up at a specific time on the weekend so you can catch your specific show you wanted to watch, or staying up at a certain time so you catch stuff that you wanted to watch.
Adult Swim.
Adult Swim had
when Adult Swim came out at what was that, 11 o'clock?
Adult Swim, Toonami. Yeah. Was it Toonami? Was it called Toonami?
Yeah, it was called Toonami. Yeah, I used to remember staying. I remember waking up where the little bears for Boomerang.
Boomerang
come on and saying, yeah, you know, where the robot from Cartoon Network would say goodbye, good night.
Yeah, for the longest time, that's how I knew what time it was. When I was sitting watching stuff, was what came on, so I knew what time it was.
Damn, my leg is white.
And
showing too much skin.
Scared the crap out that camera.
Probably popped up a couple of times because I had my legs up. See, I'm trying my best to keep my legs from moving. I feel like I did a good job today.
You did better.
I did better, yeah. What else? What else was out there that I could sit there and say? Remember, what was it, 10 o'clock?
Where's your kids?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Hey, it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Yo, there was literally a thing that came on TV to remind people they had kids.
outside.
That's crazy.
I know. I think this was a little bit before our time, but wasn't there? I don't know if I saw it like a movie or something, but wasn't there like a time where TV would cut off? That there was nothing broadcasting.
Do you know where your children are?
Pathetic.
Appropriate that we end our analog transmission.
I think that was on certain channels. It wasn't on all TV.
Channel? Oh,
It was on certain channels.
Yeah, after a minute, just go right, just black and white.
Just so they get you off the TV.
Oh, talking about TV, remember? Go to channel 3 for your age. Like, why did channel 3? Why was it only channel 3?
But why was it universal? Channel 3 is the question.
That's what I'm saying. Why was it channel 3?
Who was the one that said that? Who was the first one to figure it out?
Yeah.
It always worked.
Yeah, I know we were past that part, but I wonder how it felt for when TVs became color.
Yeah, if we went from black and white to color. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, as a young boy, if I had a black and white TV and a regular and my homie got that color, I'm at his crib. I'm chilling over there. I needs to see it.
Talking about the TVs, remember the I know I didn't have one, but my niece had a Dora.
My sister had the Hannah Montana.
Hannah Montana. Oh man.
What you talking about?
A good friend of mine, he had the Pikachu.
They used to call it what the I forgot it was a name for the type of TV. I just can't remember what it's called. They were so like but the crazy part is where you found them. It would be like sometimes some stores had them in the TV section, other stores had them in like the kids section.
Right.
And it would be for whatever type show that you liked the most. And some TVs had the TVs with the VHS joint on
the bottom, yeah.
I remember. I definitely remember that. Oh, I definitely remember that.
Man, talking about TV, remember? Oh man, what was that store called? What was that store called? Not Rent Center. Something City. Something City.
Huh?
Something City.
I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to think of the name.
Well, while I'm thinking about that, remember Blockbuster?
Yes.
Radio City.
Radio City, yeah.
See, I see how my brain works.
There was Radio City, there was Radio Shack.
Radio Shack. There was Hollywood Videos.
I never went to Hollywood Videos.
I remember me and my pop went once. That was like but Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Blockbuster was
And
was it.
The only things that kill me with Blockbuster is by the time I got out of school, unless it was the weekend, it was one of those, we going to Blockbuster, we gotta go now. Because it was a limit of each thing.
Yeah, so with my pop, I used to love because he would be grabbing like 5 videos and he'll look at them and he'll put one back and he'll look at me, go get a game. What? He used to run, what game do I want to play for this week?
You ain't even wait for confirmation. You said, what?
Talking about only grabbing 5, a lot of kids, this is one thing I can't say a lot of kids. Remember the library?
Yeah.
Library card.
I remember that.
Oh, man.
I remember looking in the books just to see who had it first. Who had it before me. Just to see who checked that joint before me.
Yeah, the library was another hangout spot.
Mm-hmm.
You had to be quiet though, but it was tough to go get a book or two, even though you don't read them. It was just like I had a library card.
If you went to a library in a good area, they had VHSs at some of the libraries too. Yeah, I remember that when I went to visit my aunt or something. She lived in Jersey, and that's when I found out they got movies here.
Yeah, and I'm about to surprise a lot of people because a lot of people don't even know this. Netflix was actually a game place. Yeah, you could actually. It was a website that you was able to rent out CDs. Netflix was started off as CDs before it was
Oh, shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah. There was another one that we used to. I can't remember the name of it. I'll pop it up. where you could rent games for like 2-3 weeks.
You doing the game thing?
Yeah.
I did it before.
GameFly, I want to say.
It's called GameFly. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's GameFly. They used to send you the actual disc for it. It used to be in a little pouch.
Yep.
I had GameFly.
The pouch came in 2 pouches. The first pouch would be ripped, but the second pouch was the one that you'll send back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did GameFly for a little bit. I can't remember. I think that's why I tried Red Dead Redemption on there and some other game. I used to use that to test out a game if I wanted to keep it for myself.
And that leads into GameStop. Oh man, GameStop was the place to be.
Yeah, GameStop is still GameStop, but it ain't as easy. People used to go to the mall just to try the console. They just sit there. You can just sit there playing.
It's like when Walmart first came out. Walmart came out before, but when we started first going to Walmart,
and they had like 64 and
yeah,
stuff.
and the PlayStation 2 in the back and stuff. I look at my dad, be like, "Can I go?" And he'd be like, "Go ahead." And I was just to run right to the game.
I think that was the time when parents was cool with taking their kids in the store.
Just run to the game area. I'll pick you up, and then when I'm done shopping, and I'll be just playing, just looking.
Because you know for a fact the kid wasn't going to it. It's the fact that you always had to look up.
Look up in the remote.
Well, I remember walking past the store and I used to look for that. If I was like, especially when I went to the mall and just look to see if there was anybody in that window playing that John I wanted to play on. Nah, I come back.
Yeah, that was the one of the top fun.
Yeah, it was such simple things that was like, nah, like that was the way people used to do it a lot.
I know there was one on Erie, and then there was one near the movie theaters down on Columbus.
What?
The arcades.
Yeah, I don't think the one on Erie still there. That big.
No, that's.
I know the building's still there, but I don't think
that been gone for.
That was they call it the Superplex. What was it called? Arcade something. Yeah. I've been there before, and it was just arcade games.
See, I used to love it because my brother used to work there.
Oh, so you lucky.
Yeah. I had to connect when I was growing up, man.
But the games was different back then. What was it? What was it, John? Something Crisis. They're like shooting game. I used to love it. You had to step on the John.
To reload.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get it wrong. Dave and Buster's still up there, but I had to actually have an arcade.
Yeah, but it's just an arcade. That's on what was it, in the Chamonix Mall? I used to love going to the mall just for that because the Chamonix Mall was the one mall I knew that still had a legit arcade in it. It wasn't a big one, but it was still an arcade.
Right.
And it was like it ain't going nowhere. You still like token and everything, like legit arcade.
Chuck E. Cheese and stuff like that too.
Nah, Chuck E. Cheese used to piss me up. Only reason Chuck E. Cheese pissed me off because once I got older, looking at them animatronic things like it was one of those. That mouse move. And look at me.
No, so talking about Chuck E. Cheese, I went probably a couple months ago. Chuck E. Cheese got this deal now that it's one card, you pay once, and you can play all day. Yeah.
I remember going around and stealing people pizza at Chuck E. Cheese. Because you know people used to walk away from the table.
You was stealing people's pizza, bro. No.
Good young boy, I said that.
No. See, I thought you was going to say you was selling their tickets.
Oh, no, I always took people cups. Because the people used to put the tickets in the cups, sit there.
Man, he was a problem. He was a problem. Remember McDonald's had the tubes.
Yeah, the play area. Yeah.
So the McDonald's right there on Lehigh had their tubes outside.
Yeah, I know. I know. Only thing that killed me about it is that it wasn't like, so if you went to McDonald's, say like my grandma or somebody took me to my house and it was cold outside, them tubes, bro.
Yeah, in the middle of the summer.
Yeah. Especially you get them little parts where the metal screws were. You used to pray you don't touch them.
Yeah. So playgrounds. Remember playgrounds used to have their own the slide, but the real long one. It was just one single slide, just super tall, yeah.
Thing used to kill me about them slides, especially if you got to the one where it was like all like a metal or whatever you want to call it, the steel looking slides.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was a young boy that used to piss people off. I'm at the slide. I'm gonna throw water on it because my thought process wasn't working. Water should
So-
cool it off.
Growing my neighborhood, what we used to do was we used to grab soap and water and put it on the slide. So when I'm talking about we were sliding, yeah,
Y'all turn that into torpedo
Yeah.
tournaments. Like,
yes, yeah.
all right, y'all. This time I'm gonna do it. So we don't went very far. This probably like 2 hours in, bro.
Yeah, after cutting and all that, yeah. So we're gonna end it today.
Bro, that's an hour just this alone.
We're gonna edit.
Yeah. That's an hour just this alone.
Oh man,
Right, just this one.
yeah, just this one.
So saying it, we gotta you gotta cut it, you gotta call it. I peeped it just
So if anybody wants to join on the next one where we do, I guess remember when or 90s or a part 2,
yeah.
just comment. We'll try to slide you in. You know what I mean? Try to have people on guests.
Again, just let it be known the only issue we having right now with the people that's already saying they want to come in is just figure out like we working with date schedule and setting it up. Outside of that, yeah, we ain't against people that want to, we want to collab, work together, join, be on it, make an appearance.
Make appearance, yeah.
We ain't against it.
Not
You just
at
gotta
all.
figure out what's your schedule, work it out.
Yeah.
We will accommodate or do our best to accommodate. We're trying to keep it as professional as possible.
So you said cut it and we're still talking for 5 minutes.
My fault. Sorry, boss. So,
all right, love.
Much love, respect, like and share and comment if you dare. See you next time.
We're still working on our outro too. Because I say love, he says peace. Boom. But
I said respect.
I think that you just boom.
Love and respect.
Love and respect. Yeah. So I say love and you said respect.
That's what I did. I said respect.
Oh, you said love, respect, share, comment.
Who's supposed to share?